So this is Chronopolis. Population, every weird thing in all of time. Remind me again why we signed up for this? I guess you're right. What's the worst that can happen if you mess with the space-time continuum? A planet with a face. That's not creepy at all.
Nice suit.
Ditto.
Kang, show yourself and cease this temporal foolery. I've seen bigger.
Please welcome your host of LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, Katie Wilson.
What's up, E3? How you guys feeling? Hey everyone, I'm Katie Wilson, and on behalf of WB Games, I want to welcome you, all of you streaming at home, and everyone here at our stage for our live show for E3 2017. WB Games has a lot to be excited about this year, but right now we are here to talk to you about the all-new LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. Before we get started, I want you guys all to remember to tweet us at LEGO Marvel Game for your chance of having your tweets read live. And as a bonus, LEGO Marvel is giving away some super awesome, super secret 18-inch LEGO build of a character we are revealing on Thursday's live stream. If you guys want to enter for a chance to win, all you have to do is follow at LEGO Marvel Game and retweet any tweet that comes from the account that includes hashtag LEGO Marvel E3 Sweepstakes. The sweepstakes is open to participants 13 and older in the 50 states, and it ends on Wednesday. So get to following, get to retweeting. You guys know you want to win some awesome prizes, right? All right, well, let's get started. Our first guests are head of design at TT Games, Arthur Parsons, and executive producer at TT Games, Phil Ring. Hello, guys.
Hey,
Thanks for being here. How are you guys?
Hello.
Awesome. Good, thanks.
Well, this is exciting.
Very exciting. Look at this.
I know. This is incredible.
People here
Thank you guys
as well
for
as at
being
home.
here. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So, LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Oh, where do you start? Hey, well, first and foremost, it's a sequel to LEGO Marvel Superheroes. So who played LEGO Marvel Superheroes, the first game? Okay. We paid some people. Awesome. Yeah, so it's a sequel to the first game from 2013. And it's, instead of being a battle to save Earth, this time it's a battle to save the entire Marvel Universe. We have gone huge on scale. We have got an entirely new bad guy, Kang the Conqueror, as I'm modeling here. And it's a game about time, Phil, right?
Yeah, very much so. We wanted to do something a bit different, and being able to do something about time means that we get to do some really cool things with the characters, with the world, with the environments, stuff that we just couldn't do without doing this story. And it's fantastic for us, because we get to do really cool characters that kind of come together, so you get to see different versions of the same person. You may see some cool models over on the stand, and these are kind of some teasers to what we've got in the game.
Well, I'm really excited to hear about the villain. What are we going to be going up against?
Well, the main villain is Kang the Conqueror, one of my favorite villains in the Marvel Universe. But throughout the story, throughout this original story that we've crafted, you're going to meet a whole host of villains. This is, for people that are comic fans, there's a couple of really, really cool comic runs. One of them is Avengers Forever, which was a 12-book series from '98, which features Kang. And then there's a run in Avengers, I think it's 41 to 55 from 2001. Both feature Kang. And our story is inspired by both of those. And the guy that wrote those, Kurt Busiek, has also helped write our story. So we're really being authentic to Marvel. But obviously, because we want to make the best game possible, we're then cherry-picking our favorite villains and sprinkling them throughout our favorite locations. So you're going to get to play, I think, 34, 35 different heroes in and out of a non-linear story,
Wow.
may I hasten to add, a branching story, before you're going to get to Kang. And there are some twists and turns, right?
There's some very cool things.
Yeah.
Working with Kurt just meant that we got to do something where the kind of design team and Kurt all kind of sat together and went, okay, what are we going to do? Let's do something really cool. Let's do something really exciting. And it was great to watch because you could see them pinging ideas off each other and go, oh, have you thought about this? Oh, we can do that. And add this character and add this location. And it just meant that it was kind of really exciting story. We can't wait to show more of it because there's some really cool things in there.
Yeah, and considering timelines, how are all these characters going to interact?
That is one of the most exciting things. So, yeah, there's a Cowboy Captain America, right? Mm-hmm. An awesome version of Captain America. But because all this time travel and Kang's bringing everything in and out, and you've got Celestials in there and all sorts of weird and wacky stuff, you're actually going to have situations where you have two of the same character from different timelines in your playable party. You may have Spider-Man Noir with Spider-Man 2099, and obviously you have that interaction. They'll talk to each other, and there's that dialogue of, hold on, I'm Captain America, no, I'm Captain America. and it makes for some really, really funny sort of amusing plot lines within the larger sort of narrative. It is an absolutely phenomenal game.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
I want to hop into some gameplay. Should we do it?
I think we should, right?
Sounds like a great idea.
All right,
Okay.
let's do it.
Oh, fell off you.
I'm really excited to see what you guys have to show us here today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, so where are we starting, guys?
Well, what we thought we'd do, does anyone want to see what we're kind of doing with the open world hub? Is that, I guess, that's what people want to see, right? Everyone at home is definitely going to want to see this, right? So, we have gone for an open world hub that is not just one. Lego Marvel Superheroes had Manhattan, okay? Our game here, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, is set in a city called Chronopolis, which is Kang's brought all of these areas together. So, you'll have Manhattan. So Manhattan here is snowy. There's a very good reason why it's snowy. And that's because it's next to the mountains of Kunlun, which is next to a whole host of other different locations. So Phil's going to basically give us a tour as we're looking around. And yeah.
It's beautiful. I mean, it just looks so incredible.
Yeah, this is just a tiny, tiny piece of it. So when Phil's been playing around with Spider-Man Noir,
Impressive.
Which is one of a myriad of Spider-Men, by the way, in this game, because everyone loves different Spider-Man characters. But there is also, in sort of Chronopolis, you've got Wakanda, you've got Sakaar, which is where Thor Ragnarok is going to be set. You've also got various versions of Manhattan. We've got an underwater city. So I think what we can do is probably get Star-Lord to fly around. He might be a bit quicker. The time.
Yeah, and the new storyline takes inspiration from Marvel's Avengers Forever comic series, as well as Marvel's Kang Dynasty, also called Kang War comic series. So kind of talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the idea with Chronopolis is that it's a city that's been ripped out of time because it's basically Kang's way of having his fingers in all the different pies. And because of the way it's kind of pieced together, you can pretty much do like everything and go anywhere. Obviously not right this second, because Spider-Man's doing his own thing, right?
Yeah.
But the whole premise of this open world hub is that we're going to have a slice of everyone's favorite different location. Phil, can you go in the map, Phil? Is that working?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, if we look in the map, this is a live map, so you can come straight out into the live map. And if Phil can move this round, technical issues, it's always wonderful. But we've got places like ancient Egypt, we've got Hala, we've got like we said there with Noir New York. We've also got, up in the sky, Atalan. We've got Nowhere, which, for those that are familiar with Guardians, it's where the first Guardians movie was based.
Yeah.
But all of this is in one massive open world city. So if we can fly around, that's probably an easier way of doing it.
Star-Lord. Oh, yeah.
I blame Sharples for all of this. But if we can fly around,
That's
be able
so
to
cool.
see. So this wibbly wobbly thing at the side, this is part of the story. This is Kang kind of brings these places from their own time frames. You imagine you've got something from medieval periods, you've got something from the future. Very early in the game, part of what you do is bring all these walls down to have this huge open world city. And you have got, like you can see here, all of these areas merge in together. Now this is obviously, the game isn't out until November, so we're working on piecing all of this stuff together, but this is the biggest and most ambitious open world we've ever had in a LEGO game. And the whole idea of this is that we've got a huge game of all the levels and the way the story unfolds, but we've got a massive open world, because what we have found is that people love exploring the open world and all the side quests and the funny little hidden rooms and all of the quirky bits of gameplay that reference Marvel Comics and Marvel movies and everything that's great about the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, absolutely. So comic veteran Kurt Busiek also played a primary role in the story creation.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, like the comic runs that kind of inspired this, a couple of us in the office, like we really love those storylines because they tell us so much about Kang. So with working with Marvel, we were talking to Bill Roseman, who's the creative director at Marvel Games, and he was like, well, why don't you just ask Kurt to help out? And it's like, oh yeah, why didn't we think about that?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got in touch with Kurt, and Kurt
this is
just...
great. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
A Lego Sphinx. That's amazing.
But you can go inside these things. It's not, you know, like a dressing. You can go inside the Sphinx, so there'll be gameplay inside there. There'll be gameplay inside the pyramids. There'll be bizarre little Egyptian men walking around. The idea is that this is a living, breathing city made up of 20 cities. And the whole premise behind the game is to go bigger and better than LEGO Marvel Superheroes.
Wow.
We want everyone that loved that game to, when they come to this game, be surprised. We want there to be surprises around every corner.
So if I'm not mistaken, you guys actually have a new character to share with us, right?
We do. Star-Lord's just going to have a little bit of a dance first, clearly.
It's very fitting.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is something that obviously we care about a lot at TT Games, is the personality.
Absolutely.
But yeah, if Phil can bring us in a quirky new character that's new to the game, and you'll see there's loads of hidden characters that are yet to be revealed. But what we're looking to do here is bring in one of my favourite characters who we're yet to put in. So we go across there. It's Lockjaw from the Inhumans, which to me is just a super awesome character. It's like, it's a dog for starters. However, a cute and cuddly dog from the Marvel Universe, he's not.
Yeah.
He can teleport. He's an absolute fiend when it comes to destroying bad guys and everything else. But being able to go and dive into the Inhumans, as well as everything else that's in the game, they form a really, really key part of the story as you get further into the game. And yeah, it's a great character, and I think a lot of people will be really, really pleased to see Lockjaw in the game. I hope so, anyway.
Absolutely. So we talked a little bit about how large of a scale this is for this game, but how does that compare to Manhattan from the original?
Oh, so this is a difficult thing. If I'm in the office and we were obviously designing this, and the team are like, well, how much bigger is this going to be? It's like, well, you know, just a little bit bigger. But it actually turns out it's like significantly bigger. But that isn't necessarily just because that's what we designed. We have a great art team that decided to add to this and add to this, and we're all Marvel fans, so it actually got bigger and bigger. I think in terms of actual real estate, it's probably 4 or 5 times the size. It's huge. And this is just like one tiny component. We're still obviously working on all of this. But if Phil are you able to go up as Spider-Man? I don't know if you'd be able to go to up into the air.
I can give it a try.
As you go in every area, each area has its own theme. So as you go into the noir area, everything darkens down and all the colours kind of desaturate out. When you go up into the sky, you'll find that, you know, as you go near nowhere, you get all the nebula coming round. So every area has a distinct theme. Every area has its own music. Every area has its own sort of enemies and threats and challenges. So we're really trying to go big on the scale of this thing.
And it looks it. I love the attention to detail. So you talked about your favorite character a little bit, but do you have a favorite area maybe we should go check out that we haven't seen yet?
Yeah, I don't know if Phil's going to be able to get there, but I love the fact that we've managed to bring Lumeria into the game. So, you know, again, we wanted to add some depth to this. So, yes, up in the sky we've got Nowhere, and down below we have Lumeria, which is underground city. So if Phil just kind of nosedives down, we should, in theory, go down into Lumeria. And there's gameplay wherever you go. So when the game comes out in November, all of this is going to just be ram-packed full of gameplay. So in theory, if Spider-Man can swim down, you can see you've got a whole underwater city down here that you're going to be able to explore. And you know, there'll be I can't say who they are, but there's two characters I've always wanted to get in the game that are in this area.
And you did?
Yeah, so we'll reveal them obviously further down the line, but this is a great place to kind of find these characters. So it's going to be incredibly exciting when people come to play the final game.
Wow. Well, let's check out another character. Do you have a favorite character?
Personally, I'm really simple. I really like Groot at the moment. The team did an amazing job when they do. Groot has a transform. He actually manages to get some of Kang's technology.
Oh, wow.
So he can change from being like a full-size Groot, going down to the little small Groot that you see as the Lego minifigure that you get to run around as. The team did a brilliant job with that. And so he's currently my favorite. I spent ages just running around Chronopolis as baby Groot. So.
Oh, wow. Can we see any of that now?
Fingers crossed.
The joys of wireless technology.
Exactly.
Love it.
Well, this will be really cool.
This is a good challenge, being able to do this underwater film.
Yeah.
We've never tried it. So very brave. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Give it up. Come on. Yeah. Who doesn't love baby Groot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's adorable.
Yeah, it's. But the thing is, these are just a handful of the characters that are going to be in the game. And the team are just absolutely killing it, adding more and more and more characters. So I think people are going to find a really exciting roster in here. And as ever, if anyone at home is wanting to kind of go, you know, put this character in, put that character in, just send your ideas and suggestions to @Lego Marvel Game, and we read everything.
That's amazing. Well, this game looks so awesome, guys. And come on, new timelines, new heroes, new mechanics. Will we be able to pre-order it?
Yes. So
Sweet.
the game's going to be coming out on November the 14th in North America. It's available to pre-order now. Ooh. And there's an awesome, cool deluxe edition that if you pre-order it, you actually get retro Guardians of the Galaxy, classic Guardians of the Galaxy, including Charlie 27, and you get that early access to that. So there's a load of awesome stuff in there.
Wow.
I think people should definitely go check it out, pre-order it.
You heard it here from the source, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Arthur and Phil, for coming out today and being with us. This was awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks. Throughout the show, you guys have been tweeting at us, so let's kick it over to our correspondent on the floor, TJ Smith, to read some of your posts.
Thank you so much, Katie. I am here in front of the Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 booth at E3, and everyone is super excited. We've got long lines everywhere. I hope to interview some of these people later on this week, maybe, but for now, we're going to go to social media to see what people are saying online. If you want to tweet us, use @LegoMarvelGame or #LegoMarvel2, and you might just get featured in the stream this week. First up, we've got @GameUnboxingReviews saying, "Who's hyped for Chronopolis? I know I am. I'll be happy either way, but I'd love to see Noir, 2099, and Lumeria. #Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. They're talking, of course, about the new areas of the map that are going to be unlocked, alternate versions of Manhattan. It's going to be very exciting when the game comes out in the fall. Next up, we've got @Continue, K-I-N-Tinue, says, didn't know that Spider-Gwen was going to be in hashtag LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. Gah! So much excite! Hashtag E3 2017. Talking, of course, about the new characters that have been announced for this game. If you want to find out if your favorite Marvel character is going to be in the game, just look a list up online and you'll see. Again, that's going to be about it for us right now. If you want to tweet us, make sure you use @LEGO Marvel Game or hashtag LEGO Marvel 2, and you might just show up on the stream. Back to you, Katie.
So much excitement. Thank you so much, TJ. Remember, you can catch our full E3 show right now at live.wbgames.com, and be sure to tweet us @LEGO Marvel Game. Stay tuned. There's lots more to come from WB Games.